Welcome to Not So New News. Come along with us as we continue to discover an Appalachian time gone by. Today's article comes from the town of Whitesburg in Letcher County, Kentucky's newspaper, the Mountain Eagle. Volume 5, Number 4, Industrial Edition, 5th section, dated June 6, 1912. Page 19 is named Jenkins and the Great Consolidation Coal Company and is continued in today's reading. Some of the men higher up and some things accomplished. This was continued from section 4. Work in and about Jenkins, principally Goodwater Reservoir, Elkhorn Dam, mine openings, and coal tipples. Mr. Gaskill was one of the first to arrive in Jenkins, and his help has counted for considerable in the building up of the entire development. Mr. Gaskill's son, George, is located at the number 207 mine and is well known by everyone as the best-natured man in Jenkins. Chas Dean, one of the Consolidation's old reliables for 23 years, who was some of the first men in Jenkins, is always on the move and surely a real hard and conscientious worker. Charlie has no office hours, as all hours are working hours for him. Dr. H.C. Wines, the veterinary surgeon, is as deeply interested in the health of his horses as any doctor ever was in his patients. Besides looking after the horses, the doctor is the meat inspector and general sanitation officer for the town. He is a very necessary man to Jenkins. Max H. Forrester. By a strange coincidence, the forester for the company was born in New York and educated at Yale University. He comes well equipped by endowment and training for the selection, valuation, and disposition of all the forest growth covering the vast acreage, and hard work to him is a real joy. Dr. J. C. Gambrill, the company physician, came to Jenkins in its early infancy, and the health statistics best tell the story of the part that he has had to play in the building of the town. By ready response to every call for help, regardless of snow, ice, mud, or rain, he has earned a warm place in the hearts of our residents. Miss Estelle McDonald, the doctor's able and faithful assistant as resident nurse at the hospital, native of Ohio, was one of the early arrivals in Jenkins. Miss Mack, as she is best known to her friends, has an interesting parish, and has heard many a fervent "God bless you" straight from the hearts of the men whom she has cheered and blessed by her ministries. A Florence Nightingale come to the Elkhorn coal field. W. D. Sutton with J. D. Campbell were among the first to arrive on the scene of action, and one might say that they are real pioneers of Jenkins. Both of these men have worked hard to help make Jenkins a real town. Mr. Campbell is assistant store manager, also postmaster, and serves well in both capacities. Mr. Sutton is a sawmill man, and although light in stature, is very heavy when it comes to handling logs. Everyone in Jenkins likes to acknowledge Mr. Sutton's acquaintance and friendship. J. D. W. Collins, police judge, is a native of Letcher County and has been with the company about 1 year. He has grown up with Jenkins and seems to rise as rapidly as the town. He has friends everywhere, and one hears nothing but words of commendation for the service he has rendered this municipality. The task of transforming the virgin forest of Elkhorn into the city of Jenkins was given to the Nikolai Building Company of Pittsburgh, the coal company agreeing to furnish the equipment and money. This job, the biggest end of work so far, has been under the personal direction of E. J. Brandent as general superintendent. Mr. Brandent was raised with lumber, has built thousands of miners' houses, and although he has lost several pounds of avoirdupois, is still smiling. His intimate acquaintance with his men, and the sharing of their lot, sleeping and eating with them in their camps in the early beginning, undoubtedly kept many of them from becoming discouraged and seeking employment under more favorable surroundings. This concludes today's reading of page 19 of the June 6, 1912 Mountain Eagle. We at Kentucky, Tennessee Living would like to thank you for your continued support as we bring to you the history of the Appalachian Mountains.